collectively thought Jobs was a great man, even when we knew he made billions off the backs of children. Even when we knew. Or maybe it's that it feels like all our heroes, the world itself, just one big hoax. The world itself, just one hoax. Maybe it's that heroes the world itself is just one big hoax. Spamming each other with our running commentary bullshit, masquerading as insight. Masquerading as insight. You're thinking it's intimacy. Or is it that we voted for this rigged elections, but with our things, our property, our money? Or is it that we voted for this, but with our things, our property, our money? We voted for this, not with our rigged elections, but with our things, our property, money. We voted for this. We voted for this. Oh, I don't know. Is it that we collectively thought Steve Jobs was a great man? Even when we knew billions off the backs of children. And we all know why we do this, not because hunger makes us happy. Our money, but because we want to be sedated, because it's painful, not content, because we're cowards. Because we're cowards.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
Let's get into some. Let's get into some 007 stuff.
007 stuff.
007 stuff.
What the fuck is this?
Can somebody please tell me what this is? What am I watching here? Hey, yo! What the fuck is this?
007 stuff.
007 stuff.
007 stuff. Let's get into some 007 stuff.
Oh my God.
Greetings. Look at that, I forgot to change back because I'm on phone today. Greetings, happy Friday the 7th of May. That means you can turn your camera on, dude. Turn your camera on. Time.
You're rich.
You're right, mate. Oh,
Yeah, okay.
I don't like being on top of you. I don't like teabagging you. I don't like teabagging you. You can teabag me. How you doing?
I'm okay. I don't want to teabag you, but I'm ready for musical karaoke to start off this show, and this time with great love, dedicated to a very special woman named Ella, who celebrates her birthday today. And yeah,
You smooth bastard, eh?
yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Make,
Trying to be.
makes a new woman.
I
Make,
will stretch as I will stretch it to the limit that I can with my smoothness. All right. Yeah. Let's go.
I'm with you then, mate. I'm going to interrupt this one. I'm going to let you sing this one. This is between you and your lady.
Changes and fears. When will they go from here? When will they stop? I believe that fate has brought us here, and we should be together, babe. But we're not. I think of what I'm dreaming of you. I keep my cool, but I'm feeling way proud you. Try to say goodbye and make sure. Try to take away
Walk
and
away
I
and I
stumble.
stumble.
I try
You're
to
trying to
hide it.
hide it.
It's
It's
clear.
clear.
My love
My world
crumbles
crumbles
when I
with
want
it
you. I
near.
goodbye and I
Goodbye
choke.
and I choke. Try to walk
I'm
away
mistaken.
and I crumble.
Don't I try to
You're
hide
trying to
it.
hide it.
It's
It's
clear.
clear.
My world
My world
crumbles when you
crumbles
are
when
not
you are not
here.
here.
All right,
All right,
Rich. Where are you, dear?
join in to join in. Song. That's one of my songs. That
Yeah,
is.
yeah. Oh,
I
cool,
must-
cool.
In fact, I will.
Anyway,
I'm going to
smooth,
sing.
right? Smooth.
It's very smooth, mate. Very smooth.
Thanks.
That's for your new loving.
I don't. Yeah. I can define it as love. Yeah. I don't want
Well,
to
friendship.
discuss the
I would say friendship, maybe with
friendship. Yeah,
benefits.
friendship. Yeah, friendship.
Maybe with bits. Don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll go for that. I said that they would. I said to her that I wouldn't like blab it like with people, but with you on your show and your chat room, I feel comfortable enough. I think, and I won't blab it anymore. Like I done my scene with the flowers and thing and singing and everything, and yeah, she's about to get those flowers somewhere today, and hopefully it will happen. Yeah.
There's in love, man. There's some new woman that's captivated his heart. It's so cute.
Rich, come on. No, you know that I'm getting super trashy with every woman that gets into your show. So I'm like, you should like imagine how trashy I can get with. Yeah. Anyway, done with love, I guess. Oh, most importantly, just a second. We should like go to the second part after me singing musical karaoke. Just a second, Elino. تخيل Linda, Jessica. Yeah, yeah. We should rip to present our co-host slash mascot of our channel over here as. Oh, she's about to eat right now. So anyway, for the meantime, put on the song on ready. When just send it to you over there in the chat room, in the private chat, and to present Jessica soon. So, how you doing,
Right.
Rich?
Is this going to be every single time Jessica she gets the 888 17th theme song or some wrestling?
Yeah,
Into
sometimes like yeah. Just a
wrestling,
second. Actually, yeah, put the song. We're about to.
hang on, because we share. I've got the echo cancellation on, so it means I have to share the screen. Otherwise, you won't hear it. So
I put
let me do this.
myself mute.
any second now. This is what happens when you're using subs equipment.
Substandard.
Come on, for Christ. It's just swap those two screens. That's all. Just swap the screens. Just swap the
Anyway,
screens. There we go. Well done, Restream. Yeah.
no, it's actually, I think it's a problem with, what's its name? With YouTube. It's been going slow recently.
Well,
Last few
YouTube,
days,
yeah,
super slow, like stocks and whatever. Anyway, no song, so we'll just present.
The song's here, mate.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game. Okay, אפשר להרים אותה. כן, כן. אני ארים אותה. הנה, ככה. הנה.
You have to hold her still.
Okay, yeah. Co-host is here in the house on Ash News.
Dude, listen,
Air News.
listen.
Yeah.
Near, right?
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this to you last time, but maybe not clear enough. I need to say it clearer. Build the rabbit up to the camera, right, for everybody to look at. The worst thing that you can do is then with her because nobody can see her.
Oh, okay.
Just hold her still or move very slowly. You have to. It's slow. You don't get to appreciate. She just looks like those black eyes, though. She could come from hell.
Hello. Okay, representation.
There's something a little bit demonic about her. She's like,
I can feel her heartbeat. Her heartbeats are really fast right now.
just mate.
Yeah, and
She's
I don't
very
know,
gorgeous.
saying Shabbat Shalom.
Okay.
Shabbat Shalom.
Say Shabbat Shalom. תגיד Shabbat Shalom. תגיד Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Yeah. All right. From Eleanor and Jessica for this time, co-host / mascot / favorite daughter. Yeah. Shabbat Shalom.
Cool.
All right.
So,
So,
was that Motorhead? Boba Fett? I don't know who that was.
yeah, Motorhead.
It was
Motorhead. The game.
Motorhead. There you
Yeah,
go.
Motorhead
Yeah.
the game. And it's like one of my favorite entrances of wrestlers.
It's a really interesting thing. So, I think it was the drum. Was it Phil Nasty, the drummer, or guitar or something?
No.
That
through
was
hard rock, like metal rock, all of that. I didn't pass through in my knowledge. Sorry. I just
well. Anyway,
pretty much know this song and a few more others, but not really.
Dude, it's Roxanne's godfather, basically.
Oh,
he's like Uncle Nasty. So,
anyway, yeah, Motorhead. Jessica will reappear with favorite wrestling entrances pretty soon. How are you, Rich?
Oh, it's probably best not to ask that question. How are you doing, dude?
Yeah. No, like we've done my part of like sharing my romantic life ridiculously with musicless karaoke and presenting Jessica. Let's hear a little bit about you. I know it's your show.
No, let's not. On to the next bit. What's the next bit? What's the next bit? What's part two?
Next bit. All right, so I thought about today talking about astrology, but we'll do it in the second segment. But for the first one, we will talk about, kind of like a topic that I was thinking about lately. I'm keep like mentioning on our conversations that I'm keep coming to people and trying not to convince them about flat Earth, okay, but again, we will leave this, discussion about the terminology. Okay, let's call it a globe lie that you will be satisfied. And when I'm talking to people,
We instead of saying the globe lie, just the
deception.
deception.
Okay, yeah, deception in general. Okay, yeah, I can dig that. So yeah, when I'm coming to people and talking about some kind of like deception, I'm doing this thing for a long, long time, about like 5, 6 years ago. I'm doing it not a lot. I'm doing it, quite frequently. Kinds of like social occasions that I have, and altogether, I trying to, form up some kind of like, I don't want to say tactic. Tactic sounds horrible, okay? But some kind of like approach, some kind of like, I know that your viewers and lots of others are people who are doing that as well in some kind of like level, coming to other people. They can call that trying to wake them up, trying to talk truth, trying whatever kind of like title you'll give it, but people are doing that. So I don't think it's a good and important thing to discuss on what should be, the approach, the content, let's say the order of things, all right? All kinds of things that
Should we talk about as well? Should we talk about how it's really strange how some people can suddenly realize, wake up to the fact that they're bullshit. There's been massive deception, right, and lies been told, and yet they think that it only applies to certain things. They think that there's only these things. They only lie about these things. They'd never lie about that.
no,
And it's and even hang on, even and it goes as far as like being up to the fact that all their whole game, whole MO, the modus operandi is to instill fear and confusion, and yet so many people are still completely blind. They're getting swept up in confusion.
All right, Rich, I want to get two things like diverted over here in the conversation. First of all, I want to discuss mainly about a new person that you meet up that you don't know, okay? That you don't know until that point, all right? Or not well.
And is this so? Like, set the scene. This is somebody that you bump into in a cafe, and you just start having a conversation with, or you're in a waiting room or something, and you just start
Or
talking.
in a party, or it's something that's like friends meet up or something like that, yeah. Right? I met up like with a guy. I remember like one time I went down to my parking to wash my car, and I found someone else that like a neighbor that is also like washes his car, and I started talking to him. I started asking him for like soap and some water and whatever, and then we kind of like start discussing about this gray layer of dust that there is like on the cars after the chemtrails. Yeah, and I'm saying to him, oh, you know what this layer is, oh, this is from this chemical poison that they threw us from the sky. Oh, you're talking nonsense. And then the conversation started, okay?
So that's I mean, I would right off the bat that's not the best way to approach the subject with normal people, to say chemical into the same way. I'm going to talk about today is YouTube censorship. So they're cracking down again because 2024, the elections of this year, and they're cracking down hard, and it means that they've deployed more AI algorithms. So even just saying the words, 2 words, putting them together can end up getting your video bloody flagged or whatever. Something, the UN or cotton trails or God knows what, their little blue box.
I've been dealing with this Koof and what was it, Myra Cyrus for about 2 years on your shows. So
Right.
what's with this time? I will write it down.
We need to remember that the people that's still plugged in and they're programming mainstream media, official narratives, blah blah blah. They're all running AI algorithms. So anything that you say triggers one of those algorithms in their little brains.
No, probably
It's
because of the Koof
cause
jab and stuff. Yeah,
cause
probably.
them to switch off, disengage, and disassociate because they're that's what. So this
But you know
AI,
what? And this is the second thing that I want to divert the discussion from. Okay, we're not talking about other people. Okay, we're talking about us in this conversation. All right.
we're talking about trying to talk to other people. We are talking about other people.
Reaching to other people.
You're talking about having a conversation with somebody in a waiting room or whatever. Somebody that you know
But
in
the focus,
public.
what we should be focused on in this conversation would be us. How should we behave? What should we do? What are
That's what I'm saying.
order things?
No, but you missed the point. That's what I'm saying. If the way that you speak can trigger an algorithm, and these people walking around, these NPC, you don't know who's an NPC and who's a real engaged soul.
Yeah.
You don't know who's awake and who's not. So you have to kind of try playing the game and part of the system until they prove otherwise. If you use words that are flagged in the algorithm, right? This they've got going on is because they're all getting their programming from the same source. They've got groupthink going on. So these algorithms are absolutely going to be running in these people's brains for these words, these flag trigger words. So the chemicals and I can't talk about other thing that sounds like moisen.
Moisen.
Moisen
Flows
P. Moisen with a P. Right? Hopefully that can see. But I tell you what, this is the whole point. It's machine learning algorithms. So they will learn. Eventually, they will learn the hobo speak that we use. And I think to an extent, they've already started. You know that you can't even that other platform now that begins with R and sounds like bull. You can't. You can't say that. You certainly can't. But they I don't know what they rank or demonetize or whatever. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm already downranked. So why am I worried about it? Rumble. Let's get ready. Let's get ready to rumble.
What about the Koof thing? Can we let that one off? Then?
No.
Still under Koof restrictions.
I guarantee
I'll put a mask
even
on.
If they've changed,
we'll
listen,
take the show from there.
People like Redacted and Jimmy Dore and these million subscribers, they can talk about this stuff now. But if I talk about the same stuff and say the same things that they're doing, I'll get a strike. Because I don't have a liaison. I don't have a liaison with. I'm just a.
Yeah.
I'm a.
Rich. We can trash and said bad things, about our external world all day long. Okay, we can be involved in what they're actually thinking, which is not matter, and we can be involved in how to persuade them or how to whatever, but it doesn't matter. Okay, because as you said, they already have their algorithm in their mind. So, but I told you that on previous shows that I kind of like realized that whenever I'm talking to a person about a truth subject, whatever, I don't necessarily want to influence him. Okay, and that he will have the same opinion as mine after we're like finishing the conversation. This is not the object. Okay, this is not the goal.
The
My
object
goal
is to see what his opinion is.
is to see is to see if he's like open-minded enough, okay, to let down of his ego, of his what is considered his knowledge. Okay, when I'm saying something totally
I think
contradicting to what he's believing, that if he's not trying to be protective, or he will try to be, or he will be open and will hear me out, okay, and not stop me in the middle, or anything like that. This is the interesting
yeah.
thing that we need to know out of the person that we are encountering with on the first time.
I I um try to use the word ego in a different
Oh yeah,
way, and say actually say I think what I mean is character. Like somebody's character, they can be egotistical. They can have an egotistical character, right? And they can be egoic, but the
leave the word of ego aside, okay? Leave it aside. Let's say if this person that you're approaching to, do you see that he's protecting, some kind of like holy truth that he's holding on, and trying to eliminate any kind of like new things for block any kind of like new information or new things that can, contradict this previous knowledge that he has, or is kind of like a person that will say to you, "Oh, that's interesting what you're saying. Yeah, let's discuss it. Let's talk all over." Okay, this is the two kind of people that you're approaching to. Now, I think that you will on this conversation, after 2, 3, 4 minutes, you will certainly understand with which kind of like person you are talking with. Now,
it's really easy because you plays.
yeah, all kinds of like marks. Okay, yeah, all kinds of like yeah. Tons of marks and things that you can symbols that can.
There's this one.
Yeah.
Sorry, what? Sorry, I replied to a message.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on.
And listen, lots of the people that I'm trying to have this conversation with, they are totally high on ecstasy or trips in nature parties. So it's kind of like rough to grab their attention. But still, Nir is not giving up. But
you'd think, dude, but right, I had the far out crazy conversations with people when I was off my tits at a party, right? It's cocaine and ecstasy and amphetamines and all that, and we would sit there and talk about insane. It was like the party that they go to in human traffic. In human traffic, and they're all talking. They're talking about the dark side of the force, and lights, and the Death Star and everything. They're talking about all of that. That's what we used to do, right?
Yeah, of course.
But now, are you telling me that now you could bring stuff up and still, even under the influence of fucking drugs, people eyes glaze over even more, and they go.
Again, it all depends on the character. Okay, it's all depends on the character, and the thing is that while you're starting this conversation with a person, doesn't matter if it's like in the middle of a party or if it's like a friend's house or whatever. After 3 or 4 minutes, you can grab it. You can really grasp and see in his eyes, okay? Whether he's that kind of a person or this kind of a person, okay? Now, on the person that was like holding on with his information and not want to share any kind of like energy with you, I would tell you that you don't have any need to waste any time on that person, okay? Because this person won't be any effective for you in any other field in your life, okay? It won't be,
I
cooperative
mean,
and
that's I've
what?
kind of gone by anyway in life. It hasn't just, it's happened in the last 4 years. The change has become so much more
Important.
pronounced. No, but it's become so much more pronounced and much more noticeable, because before it was just a disinterest. If be disinterested in what you were talking about, whereas now switch to becoming violently opposed to what you're talking about, or aggressively opposed, not violently, aggressively opposed to what you're talking about. They can,
Yeah.
absolutely crazy, and they get really.
And the thing is that I remember like
That would previously would never have been combative, right? Old ladies on the street, people that just wouldn't have said anything in the past now open their mouth and start screaming, and when they get triggered.
Yeah, I remember like in one of like my last conversation with one kind of like elderly person, I think it was like 70 something years old. He called me like kind of like an expression in Hebrew, chasar takana, which means like it's an old expression, okay? And it means like that you are like beyond repair, okay? You are like, beyond being repaired, okay? And I said to myself, oh, this is such a nice, expression for me. It means that, there's not any kind of like futuristic repairing process expected in the upcoming to me, so I shouldn't be worried. I'm fine as it is, okay?
It's
And
like actually the guy just wasn't aware of how hilariously ironic it was that he was saying that to you. The fact that he's saying that means that he is beyond repair.
probably. Anyway, it made me laugh actually, but
Let me just shout, dude. I've just realised.
yeah, chat room.
I need to shout out the chat room.
Yeah, just
How
a
you
second.
doing, guys? Thank you very much for being here. Squirrel. I saw you, Funky Prep. In Funky Prepper's chat. I wasn't actually in his. I can't watch him. I'm sorry, I can't watch him. But I hovered over just to see have a listen. When you hover over and it plays and it runs the thing, runs the video, and you can turn the volume up and listen without actually going into the video. I do that with a lot of videos. So I did that, and I saw your name. Aaron. He's a lovely guy, man. He is a really lovely guy. I don't want to say anything. I just can't. I can't. Like loves him as well. Just got back from a cold. Oh, Sute, how you doing, man? Good to you. Just got back from a cold sauna. It was like a gift. What's a cold sauna? How do you have a cold sauna? Is that not an ox? Is that not? Isn't a cold sauna an ice bath? Or unless are they like, have they got nitrous oxide or nitrogen? Sorry, they're nitrogen to make cold steam. How does that work? How does a cold sauna. Sounds like an oxymoron, a paradox. Totally in reality. Dude, are you muted? I can't hear you.
No, I'm. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. All right. So, Boyaka Shanlifi. Um,
Lee Sean.
yeah, so we were talking about those two types of people that you're encountered with. So let's the first observation that we said that you can after 3 or 4 minutes see which kind of like all of the two persons that we described, which one is like in front of you, and you can already dismiss the first one that we mentioned, because I don't think that you will be able to exchange any kind of like energies in any other, field of life after you realize which kind of like type of person he is. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to make it like all so, drastic and extreme, but altogether, I find it so, also like members of my family, they used to block me and they used to, but this is not a new person. Okay, we're talking about a familiarity with a new person, and with the other type of persons that they do interested in what you're saying, that they do change energies with you. You see their acceptance to hear you out. So I think that we should discuss and think what are we gonna say, in which kind of like order, and for that maybe we should take some kind of like an example, a topic, okay, some kind of like uh, a well known lie, or as you said before, deception. Um, and you can
Do you
pick it
know
up,
why?
Rich. You can pick it up.
No,
Which kind of like topic? Let's.
I think, dude, I think that we live in the completely demoralized reality that Yuri Bezmenov was talking about in that interview in the 80s. We've reached a point where you can show people of stuff. So I guess, yeah, I mean, if we
Let's get down to practical. Let's get down to practical. Okay.
if we take the most recent lies that have been exposed on mainstream as being lies.
Yeah, no, but let's pick a topic, Rich. Let's pick a topic that will make it a showcase on how we're gonna appeal, how we're gonna approach a person and talk to him about this topic. Pick a topic.
Geoengineering.
Geoengineering. All right, that's cool. That's pretty much the discussion that I had with that guy that I went out to wash the car with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I told you that on that conversation, what I did, I kind of like I put my finger like on the car and I showed them like, oh, you see, there were like planes over here last night and they sprayed down chemicals, so this is why my finger is gray. So
Right.
and then
So
he's like talking nonsense.
I say that.
So
Yeah,
do you
because
think that I did right or not, Rich?
no, you did wrong.
All right.
You
Go ahead.
did that wrong because you just came out right away with the what is to them a ridiculous explanation.
Yeah.
Because they don't like to think of alcohol as a drug. The same,
Alcohol?
basically.
I'm talking about.
No,
Not talking
they
about
don't
alcohol.
think. Right, these people don't think of alcohol as a
Oh, as a
drug.
drug. All
Right?
right. So
And
chemicals is
likewise,
like really.
they don't think of what's being, if there is anything being sprayed, as chemicals.
Oh, okay.
They're element particulates, and they don't like to. I'm talking about the establishment. I'm talking about doing it. They won't. they will not admit doing chemicals.
Yeah.
What
It's like
they'll
that
do is
Weissman did.
they'll
Remember that
say,
the Weissman did from Well? He's known to invent acetone for use of war during the First World War, and
right.
I think it's chemical weapon. I don't know. It sounds like chemical weapons.
Oh,
Probably
no,
feels
it
like
is,
chemical
but
weapons.
they don't. But they won't talk about it.
Yeah,
Him
it's
being
acetone for war
chemical,
use.
right?
Yeah.
So it's the way that they term they. Is Richie clipping or is it me? I, I don't know.
Mhm. All right. So, what would be your approach, dude?
I might be a bit loud. I'll turn it down a bit. Say again.
So, what would be your approach, dude? Instead of mine, horrible, approach to that poor human being who was letting me use his soap and water for the car wash.
So whilst wiping the finger through the crap that's on the car, I'd
Yeah.
say something. Do you know what? Never used to be like this. Didn't used to. I don't remember it being like this years ago. Like, this is weird. What do you think this is? And then get the answer and then say, have you heard about like they're doing geoengineering where they're trying to manipulate they're called climate engineering. They're climate engineering. They're not causing climate change. They're climate. They're
Bah,
not spraying chemicals. They're engineering.
bah,
So
bah, bah,
basically,
bah. I'm like
you,
imitating the other person, yeah? I'm
but
rolling the character of the other person, right?
the interview that Richard Vibes did with that Ian, whatever his name was, that I edited up and a shorter video, basically took the crux of what is to a 15-minute video, and and it's interesting because he woke up to it 4 years after. I woke up to this shit in 2009. He woke up to it in 2013, but then he really went hard at because he was a scientist working in a university in a science department, so he was tests and stuff, and he ran tests on people's nails, and he was finding high levels of lithium, barium. He didn't mention lithium, but that's something that they have. They've said that they spray in the ionosphere because where it turns red, they see where it's gone, so they can map the air current, the ionosphere, and the slipstreams by seeing where those chemicals, where the lithium has gone, and they know where the lithium's gone because it glows red
All right.
at certain
Alexander,
times.
are you gonna share this information with the guy that you are like washing the car with,
Oh no, I'm
or not?
just talking to you right
All right,
now.
all right, cool. So let's get back.
Going that
Let's
far
get back
into
to
it,
that person.
it
You
doesn't
you
work.
started off really good. You started off really good. Okay, I like this. Getting involved into this story
Dude, I
thing. Okay.
sidetracked. I sidetracked. I haven't finished. I sidetracked. I can't remember where I got to. I just said, yeah, the talk.
You got
I've
into the
just got.
story. You said that.
Have
Oh,
you
this is
heard?
really
Have
happening.
you heard
Yeah.
about? Have you heard about? Have you seen the geoengineering that they do?
Ew.
And you can show the website, the UN, and you Bill Gates and what he's saying about climate engineering and everything. All the evidence is there, and
Hmm.
they'll either pick it up and run with it, or they it. Or the worst thing is when you think you've got interest, and they see them, they're blind to that. They've
Yeah,
been
that's the problem.
blanked
Yeah.
and they've reset and they've forgotten everything that was said
I saw that in the
the day
Kuf
before.
time. In the Kuf time,
That
it
they
was
agreed, everything
terrible.
that they agreed with you with about.
It was
Like,
terrible in the Kuf time. Again, you met a person a week, you explained everything to him, and then like the following week, and brand new person, the same old brainwash, but you then they work all over again. They did like on the Kuf time, they did like they press on the reset button like everything. Oh god damn, they don't what? Let's erase.
But dude, like a similar sort of thing happened, and it's still happening with the let's call it the truth community.
Yeah.
Everybody is agreed with people are lying to it, and we're being everything's a distraction and blah blah blah, right? And then they pick up the next thing that's thrown down and they run with it straight away. Oh my God, no. Have you seen what Alex Jones? Hang on. Where were you when 5 years ago we all agreed that Alex Jones was an absolute fucking shill being set up to be what he was being set to be at?
This is when I stopped following Alex Jones, actually. Actually, this is when I stopped following him.
He's gone crazy about fucking Alex Jones again.
No,
Like,
okay. So I will tell you, okay, I encountered this question yesterday, okay, and some kind of like a friend of mine sent me some kind of like a live or some kind of like a report of one, I know, supposedly truther over here in Israel. I didn't see him before, the Kuf time, and one, I know, some kind of like annoying guy, but it's like getting highly popular, and I told him like. I told my friend that sent it to me. I told him, I think it's like an implant or something. I don't know. I don't believe him. And she told me, oh, no, I met him. He's really nice. He's really cool and really modest and whatever. And I told him, you know how you make the differ? And with that reach, I imagine that you won't agree with me, okay? But my conclusion, and this is only my personal opinion, whoever present in his ideology and in his in the content of his saying, if he mentions God or not, that's all that makes a difference. It doesn't have to be named God, okay? A creator, some kind of like higher force, someone who's like treating that higher force. He's a truther. He's a real truther. Whoever is not, okay, who's like only complaining about the bad things that are happening, he is no truther. Sorry, this is my opinion.
Nuanced. I think it's more nuanced. Not ready. They're not ready for the God. Or it's the
one who are not ready for the godly narrative. Okay.
No, they're not.
They are not.
There's people.
They are just not ready.
There's people that are awake or waking up who confused because they can't accept or believe. They've had no crazy spirit experiences themselves. That they've ever given any to just suddenly start believing that because everything else was a lie.
The thing is that
they're not ready. They're not ready to say. So they're. I mean, these are the ones that are more likely.
The horrible reality.
They're going to say it's ancient aliens.
Oh yeah. Okay. So I'm sorry. They are not awake at all. Okay.
No, but they are. They're just not. They're not perceiving things the way you want them to perceive them. They're perceiving things in a day.
No, the thing is,
it's a way that's been hijacked.
It's
a way, right?
Yeah.
But they're still They're still
If the people over here over the last 5 years or so, witnessed what they witnessed, and
bring up
not
things.
and not putting it on some kind of like spiritual narrative, about some kind of like spiritual, I don't know, phenomena that affects the physical reality, then I'm sorry to say, what we're witnessing over here, it's absolutely the spiritual world being actualized in reality, in the physical form, and whoever is not witnessing that, sorry, is not like a part of the truth world. This is my perception. You can be
Yeah,
angry
but
at
so what
me
does
about me
I
thinking
mean?
about it. I don't care. This is what I think.
But what
That's
does
all.
that mean?
What
What
does
does
that
that
mean?
mean?
That it's not only physical. You see that whoever
No,
like
no, no,
thinks
no, no, no,
that
no,
this
no,
is
no,
only
no, no. You
physical,
missed my
whatever
point.
it
You missed my
is,
point.
is only
You missed my
physical, and I'm
point.
mentioning that. So just a second, Rich.
Stop talking. You missed.
Right.
Does it mean? Does it mean? Does it mean you can't work with
No,
them?
no,
You
no, no,
can't
no,
talk
no, no, no.
with them? What does
It
it
means
mean?
we talked about the truthers. We talked about the truthers community, whether or not they are legit or not, And I don't want to get into that suspicion and start interrogating and thinking, oh, this one is a truther, this one is like an implant of the institution or not. No, I'm done with that. It's not interesting in me, I don't like it, and I tell that personally, my way of like putting my personal notice, whether or not it is a truth or not, by the way that it mentions God or not. That's all, Because uh, for you talked about YouTube earlier, about like why is that YouTube is getting hard, taking down channels and stuff. For my friends as well over here in Israel, also channels been taken down, and for me, hardly. I got like all kinds of like warnings and things like that, but not any active, step or something like that. And why is that? Why is that? And I kept asking myself that. And you know what is the answer that I got? Like when I was talking to my friend Owen Shushan, also complete nutcase like me, he said to me, "Okay, you know what? When you're talking about God in your shows, that they don't know how to deal with it.
It
They don't know how to deal
it's
with it. This is why they don't
the
take it down your shows."
the thing is there's other channels that do get well, I think you get down ranked. You don't get your channel. You don't get your videos deleted off, but you get.
Whatever they put it in physical reality, it happens as well. They can put you in the shit bucket because they don't
So
follow their agenda,
you think it's cool
right?
because your videos are
But
still there, but nobody sees
what?
them. Like how many views? How many views are those videos getting?
I got views. That's okay. I got views, and I don't care about how many views do I got. Because God, this is what God wants. If God wanted me to
Just
have
what?
more views, He would send me more viewers. It's that easy. I don't care about it. I don't promote my channel to get more views. I don't care about it. I will
I don't
say
think
that
we
God
can
will
trust.
supply me as much as I'm entitled to, as much as people want to be exposed to my content. I don't want people that don't want to be exposed to be exposed to. So whoever is interested in that, whoever is like God thinks he should meet my content, he's doing that. And it shouldn't be imposed or anything like with engine searches and ranking and whatever. It's my perception. But anyway, we're talking about the truthers community and whether or not they are like entitled to be called truthers or not. But I give my perception. You can agree with that or not. And
But
yeah.
I just I want to know what that means, of whether somebody's a truther or not. What that means,
What
like
does it mean to me?
how.
First of all, oh yeah. It's very important that also those kind of people that usually don't refer to God in their texts, in the things that they're saying, they are also referring to a higher authority that will be again another person, another human being. It will be like another politician. It will be another, maybe themselves. Okay, they will see themselves as their saviors of some kind of like a community or something like that. But it will all, if it's not God, it will be either themselves or some kind of like other entity that will be, when the time goes by, it will be as crooked as and as bad as the
So
current God.
this is what, you and me. Like, I don't think that if somebody thinks that they should themselves, not any authority, just believe in themselves, I don't think that
No, it's
is a
good.
bad.
It's good.
I think that's
The question is different. No,
like
no. The question is different. If they're putting themselves as a higher authority above other people, okay, as they're saying to their viewers, okay, online, saying, "Oh, I know things. I know how things are running,"
yeah,
and it's like that.
yeah,
Follow
yeah,
me, okay? Follow me. So no
right,
good, no good, no good. Okay.
yeah,
Someone who's
no,
talking like that, you can say only follow God, not me.
no,
Okay, follow God, or
no.
yeah, only follow God.
But
Okay,
yeah, if they're saying me, believe in yourself,
that's
do
good as
your own
well.
thing.
It's okay
Right,
as well because the godly
right.
believing, okay, it's again the it leans on the separation between the outer knowledge and the inner knowledge, okay. While the outer knowledge is what we're gaining from friends, families, TV shows, books, whatever, and the inner knowledge, the knowledge that we're getting out of our senses, our godly senses, okay. Whatever the senses are telling us, and whatever kind of like also the sixth sense, whatever kind of like thoughts that getting into our heads, you know that it's godly, okay, you know that it's on the godly side, especially if it's contradicting the information that you're getting from the outer source, okay. So this one, yeah, you can certainly say that you are believing in yourself, and you are believing in in whoever gave you this body, okay? Whoever let you have this opportunity to live in this reality. So you can, you know, put you can approach, okay, the belief towards him, not towards yourself, all right? This is really the most idiotic things, okay, that people are always sitting off, okay? Trying to be a leader or something. No, no, believe me, Rich, I was employed in the city hall, the municipality, to be a youth leader for teenagers. All right, to take like the cream of like the teenagers from the city and make them like on the way to politics. All right, and make them like young leaders or fucking Greta. What's her name? Yeah, Greta. Anyway,
So,
so
so
yeah,
I mean, the thing
so
is,
and in this
like,
job, okay, in this job, I will tell you, I didn't have a slightest clue what leadership is all about. Okay, I didn't know how to teach it. I didn't know. I know they were paying me money to do like classes for that, and I did. I did go classes for that, but I didn't believe shit I was teaching. Okay, and it was all nonsense because leadership, it's all like how to make yourself visible to other people that they will trust you, and then you can lead them to all kinds of
actually,
like
no, no, see, I would say that and anyone trying to teach anybody who's seeking to be a leader, the best leaders are the ones that aren't seeking leaders. The best leaders are the men that just stand firm by their principles and set a good example without even that
yeah, exactly.
they're not even trying to set a good
Yeah,
example. They are
you can't
example,
really teach
and
anything in life.
but the only that can are the ones that want to lead. They have to, because
Yeah,
you know,
pretty much. And I want to talk to you about what you said about setting an example. That's the only thing that teaches other people in life. Okay, you'll sit someone in the classroom and you'll try to teach him. Okay, you can't do that. Okay, you can only set an example. You can. Okay, there's only a student, a motivational student. Okay, a student with motivation to learn. Okay, there's no a good teacher or something like that. It's what I know. My perception. There's a teacher. There's a person who can teach things in a good way. Okay, only for a person that is eager to learn. All right, and yeah. So what we're talking about? Sorry, what was the topic? Which?
hang on. Apparently, there's YouTube, to be honest, Phil. It's just YouTube are being absolute assholes. Personally, like I'm really
Rich, out of coffee. Let's do a break. And let's get back for the second segment and stuff. All right? No more coffee.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Coffee break. We'll be back.
Coffee!
Right. Hang on.
Let's get into some 007 stuff.
Hello, Rich.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is our yeah, without green screen this time for our second segment. Yeah.
It's the horoscope, right?
Yeah. This is again my I know you asked me today. By the way, did we finish up the conversation from the last segment?
I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I can't.
yeah, but let's leave it like that. I think that it's a conversation that we should, continue on in next shows. Okay, we'll see how we will resolve that issue because I think that we're onto something interesting, important that we can, research and think of. This is
Hey,
it.
Callum.
This is the same as me. Hey, Column.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So we will get down to astrology segment for this Friday edition, and I have something like in 45 minutes, an hour for me to be here on the show because today my ex-wife is coming soon, and we're gonna discuss about bar mitzvah time for my son, which is gonna be on October. Yeah, his 30th birthday, and we're gonna discuss about some kind of like
October what?
October 18th, and my daughter is on October 15th, and I'm on October 3rd. So, all
My ex-wife was October 18th.
oh yeah, oh cool, also a Libra. That's nice. Libra over here, and so. And to be honest, Richie, since the day that I met you, I don't know, I was so confident. Like you always say that you're not really sure if you're a Virgo or Libra, but I say that I feel from the first day that we started doing things together that you are completely Libra, because
I'm not unsure about it, dude. I'm Libra. I've said that.
yeah, totally.
Like 30 years of my Virgo, and then somewhere in my 30s, I turned to Libra.
All right.
So
Yeah, whatever you gather out of it. So yeah,
I was born.
when I met you, you were
I was
Libra.
born on the cusp.
What?
Yeah, but you met me when in my 40s. I was in my
Yeah, pretty much.
40s. I was more Virgo. I thought of myself more as a Virgo than a Libra. And then I don't know. I changed, or I didn't. Oh, Callum, no, dude, you haven't missed it. You've only missed the first part. You only missed the opening. You haven't missed the end of the segment yet. So we've still got some. We've still got some. I wonder if actually tuneless karaoke would be a better way to put it, because it's not musicless because you have the music. It can be a little bit lacking in tune. You know, unless you
Music as
recognize the
karaoke.
song.
It's already branded, Rich.
It's already
Branded going wild in the world right now, have high expectations. So,
So another nice little Sute, if it's a nice synchronicity about the weight thing. I saw your comment earlier, and I couldn't help think, yeah, I kind of how that feels. I'm 6'3" and about the same as you, so I'm about 9 at the moment, which is kind of man. But there we go. So yeah, I feel I need to put some. I would like to put some more weight on. It's just something that appears to be difficult at the moment. Anyway, let's continue.
let's continue, or let's start. Now, before talking about this nice zodiac over here and all kinds of qualities and things which are related to it,
One way around.
make us equal, Rich. Make us equal. No,
Oh
no,
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 because
no,
you're
no, no,
presenting. You're presenting this.
no, no,
So
no, 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 no. We are equal, equal. Oh, thank you, Rich. So, yeah, to the left on that way. By the way, this horrible stain is from the last show when we sprayed off this screen thing. It got like, I don't know if it's gonna be cleaned or not, but whatever. Um, so, if you remember, for about 4 years ago, we did a show, me, you, and Rox. When I presented to you this zodiac, we've gone through all kinds of like the different signs and. It was a nice show. I remember it. I watched it like 2 times afterwards. I remember. And but overall,
dude,
together, I
hang
want
on a
to.
sec. Listen, hang on a sec. Because where's your microphone? Where is it?
No, yeah, this is what I'm talking
The
about.
one that's picking closer to you, because you
Oh,
sound
sorry.
so
Oh,
muffled, and
oh,
it's
sorry.
it's like you're speaking through a fur um thing.
All right.
Yeah, you're closer to your
Second.
mic.
All right. Yeah. Now it's better. All
Yes, now it's better.
right. Cool. So, yeah, I was talking to you in Rox, I remember, about the astrology, but altogether, now that we have gathered all kinds of like new consciousness and things, and also for the viewers that are not really know my perception about the astrology, so I will gather and say that overall, in the last 25 years or so, I've been lecturing, kinds of like occasions. Both to like single people and groups about astrology. I do see this topic really fascinating, and now that I became, truther and truther perceptions and also like contents which are related to globe lie and things which are also explain astrology in a different way than mainstream narrative of astrology. And it's actually also like starts with the way that I learned astrology. Okay, the way that I learned astrology was I wasn't like aware of that at the moment, but I learned it as a truther, the way that I define it, because I wasn't putting myself. We talked earlier about external information and internal information. Now, to learn astrology, I used only my internal information, meaning I didn't read any books. Okay, I didn't like. I got like into conversations about it with friends of mine, and they got me a little bit passionate about it. But altogether, the whole concept of what are the different signs and how they do behave and how they related to the elements and how the zodiac is being organized, it's all a thing that I gathered from myself and out of my own personal research, meaning to look at people. Okay, for the last 25 years, I'm looking at people and I kind of like ask them once I get encounter with them and get me interested. Ask them what's your sign, and he's been telling me, and it's like before he's telling me that I always have like a kind of like a betting in my head if I'm able to correct it to guess it right or wrong. and most of the times I'm pretty much close. But altogether, whenever he delivers me with this sign that he have, he gives me a really good, a really nice gift, because that way that I can observe at him and all kinds of like things that he does, and out of that to learn about each sign, okay, that there is, and which kind of like things or should I expect from him, and more than that, should I be in tolerance with? Because I think that the biggest message that you have with astrology is about tolerance and about understanding, okay, other people. Meaning that if you are seeing someone behaves in a way that is not acceptable to you, that you can't figure out, once you know this sign, you can actually explain yourself in your head why is like acting that way with each kind of like motive, which kind of like things are initially in his character that are making him behave that way or making those choices. So this is very interesting, and altogether, I learned out of like observing all the people in my last 25 years, how should like different signs are acting, and I could see a lot of like in common with from all the people that say to me that they are like in some sign or another. Now, for the obvious question of how do you know that astrology is true, is accurate, is correct? Okay. Now, the in all the time that I was dealing with astrology, I was only dealing, as I told you, out of my own observation about people. And usually, when you read down, in the horoscope in the newspaper or like online or whatever, all kinds of like fortunes and things that are going to happen to you, things like that. You are also like observing that they're telling you, yeah, this star, this planet is going to, come in front of this planet and is going to block his energies and his waves and his effect on us. And whoever is like on that sign is going to be affected out of the waves and the energy. And I couldn't like figure that out. Okay. All the time that I was like trying to read it, to try to understand it, I didn't figure out the absolute simple thing. How does like those planets over there in space, how the way that they're reforming and they're like, whew, thousands of light years away from us. How do they affect me near over here on this little planet, planet Earth? Okay, how that makes sense? And I couldn't figure it out, and I only concentrated in what I could see and what I could understand out of like observing all the other people around me, and not by watching the stars or anything like that, watching the planets. And then I got into yeah, Rich.
How long have you been asking people about their star sign and
Hmm.
considering? Because that,
About 20-25 years.
but right, because are you talking about how you were trying to reconcile the people behaved different types of people or people born at different times behave differently, but you couldn't work out how energy planet millions of miles away was affecting somebody here on the earth.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
you were having difficulty reconciling that, so you didn't bother focus. You just focused on the differences or on the
On what I
traits.
could see in my own
And
eyes, on what I could
yeah,
gather in my own eyes and
what
instances.
you experienced, what you actually personally
Yeah.
experienced with these people. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, with different signs and everything. And I saw that it actually matches like afterwards when I started reading, a little bit about it. So, I saw that it really matches, and I could, and then I could understand that this whole thing with astrology, it's actually another language. Okay, it's just another language for us to understand. And again, I'm again mentioning the difference there is in any kind of field between the actual thing and the language that they're giving to it. Okay, now the actual thing that we're dealing with is human emotions, human character, human, I don't know, soul, whatever, human wheels, okay? All kinds of things like that. And the language that we are using that it really describes it really, really well, at least for me, is astrology, okay? And in this language, we have, 12 signs. It's kind of like letters or so. It's also like, we have the actual signs, okay? Which is kind of like, letters, and should represent to you a couple of like, Oh, yeah. If you remember, we read the book of Enoch. I think it was 2 weeks ago. So over there, they're mentioning that Ramael told them about the reading on the stars and about astrology. So if you wake up,
So, just a second, do you think astrology is around since the day?
of course,
How long have
of
we been
course.
aware of it?
Again,
How
it's
long?
like
Hang on. How long have we been aware of it? You're saying that the horoscope existed since the days of Enoch.
no, the
'Cause I
knowledge about the horoscope, the knowledge about it, about the
right.
different signs.
So why did they only start talking about it a few hundred years ago? Why is it
How
not
do you
in all
know?
the ancient? Because it's not in the ancient. It's not in any of the literature. It's not mentioned by any of the ancients. It's not mentioned by any of the Greeks. It's not mentioned by
People
any
know
of the.
about astrology for thousands of
It's
years.
not talked about. Why is it not talked about in literature? There's no proof of that. The only proof is The only proof in literature, in recorded events, the only proof that years ago, like with tarot as well. Tarot has only been around for a couple of hundred years. It's not for that long.
Tarot cards? What is that
Tarot.
to do with it?
Well, just what it has to do with it is that tarot cards. People think cards have been around for millennia.
I'm talking about people watching the stars. Okay, I'm talking about people watching the skies.
People have been watching the skies, right? How long these and these are so? How long do you?
I think that a long time ago, whatever kind of like knowledge, like if you're going again to according to the biblical narrative, okay, this is when you're going to what I said to you about Ramael and that he gave the knowledge to the human beings about watching the stars and all the signs and how to watch the stars. So if you're going by the biblical order, but just a second, Rich, don't interrupt me, please. Well, yeah.
Talking about signs, shooting stars, alignments, things like that. They're not talking about signs as stars, as logo, leads.
No, but
those names, those terms haven't existed since the time.
no. The thing is that if you organize the stars, okay, in each part of the sky, you can kind of like get a resemblance of which kind of like signs which are kind of like similar to that ones or like to the signs themselves. Okay, you can it's organized in some kind of like way, and on that point I will move on and I will tell you what I kind of like realized when I discovered the whole thing with the globe lie and flat Earth. Is that if we are going by the biblical narrative that on the fourth day God put the stars inside the firmament, all right, on the fourth day of creation. So meaning that the stars are not thousand and million light years away from us, okay? They are actually inside the firmament, meaning that they are pretty much close relatively, all right? Could be, I don't know, think of like a few hundreds, few dozen kilometers, whatever. I don't know. No one knows, right? Now, but it's not. It's not. Also, like when you see, the sun and the moon in the skies, you look at that, you say to yourself, that's not 150 million kilometers away, right? It's right here, right? So, once you are like looking at the stars like that, okay, and you know that they are like really close by to you, you actually understanding that yeah, it is possible that if they are so close, they are kind of like responsible of all kinds of like spiritual.
They're not close. Close.
Well, yeah, yeah, close
Close. They're
enough,
just
close enough, Rich. Thank you. But they are such close enough to have some kind of like influence on you, on your mood, on your emotion, on your destiny, whatever, and what you should be involved in your life. All kinds of like things. How do you present yourself? All kinds of like influences that we are far more, stupid to gather. All right, or not sensitive enough to gather. But if you are getting into it, so you gather that the astrology uses a great tool as a great language to understand those kind of like energies that are happening between the stars, okay, whatever the stars are, if they're like they are lights, they are whatever they are, okay, and between us humans. And this kind of like energy that is being transmitted, okay, with those stars being moving each and every night, and we're seeing like move and everything, so it all works out. The whole place that we are living in, okay, if it's all been connected to one another and switching energies and whatever it operates, it's all a big machine, okay, with inputs and outputs, both the land and the firmament and the stars and everything which is in it. It's all a big machine. Some crazy genius named God created. Now, so this proves, besides the senses that I used, and I'm still like proving myself every day that astrology is a great language to describe human emotions and things like that, and spiritual things. I do think that it also applies into the physical world and into reality, and it's not a coincidence that all the guys that were born exactly on that date and have this sign are acting in the same way. Okay, it couldn't be a coincidence.
I
So
need,
yeah,
dude. I got to stop. I just got to stop you. I'm going to have to go out and come back in again. My connection is for whatever reason. My connection is horrific. I can see it. It's really bad. Fiber optic internet with an Ethernet hardwire connection into the modem, and it's a horrific connection. So make of that what you
let's
will.
make a toast
I'm
for
just gonna go.
2024.
I'm just gonna reconnect. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I'll go also for a short break. Yeah.
This is even worse.
Rich. Rich. Yeah, good one. Hello, chat room. Sorry for not continuing the show. Waiting for Richie that he will come back with you shortly.
Put your fucking camera on. You can see just how amused I am.
Yeah.
When I go to come in the stream, it says the stream quality is excellent. I come into the stream,
Of course.
and I come into the stream, and it's not excellent. So I don't know if that's why I'm clipping, but I mean, also I don't know what's going on in the chat. I think half the people are either asleep or they're dead or fucking something, but no one's really talking. Went like 15 minutes with the people not even saying anything for 15 minutes. I don't know. But right, where were we?
Yeah, we're continuing this astrology thing.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So we're stopped at the point that I told you that this whole thing, if it's indeed going on like that, that we have a firmament and we have stars in it, and we have here on the land over here, and this thing on the top on the firmament kind of like affects us, sending energies, and we kind of like maybe fixing them back. Okay. So this whole thing operates like a big, big machine. And if with inputs and outputs, with the land, the earth, the firmament, and everything which is inside it, with people, the animals, nature. So all of this works together, and once you gather that, you can see that it's not only right and existing spiritually as the way that I observed it for lots of years, but also like physically. It really, can happen physically when, if the stars are indeed closer to us, and it all operates like a machine. So I can see that it really happened physically. Um, and with that, being said, both the two important things that I want to mention before we start going on this zodiac and all the signs and elements is, I know, two or three really major points that I want to say about astrology. First of all, the use of it, okay? To use it for the aims of understanding, of tolerance, of knowing that you have people who behave or operate in from different means and different things, and we should understand them, and we should be um, be nicer people altogether, and that is the thing that the astrology tool is helping us. And of course, about what I said about this world being one big machine, and how this physically can happen, and actually can be quite accurate to use this language for to us to understand this world. Okay, and what we're talking over here again is emotion, is spiritual things. It's things that are operating inside our head. And make us to make certain choices and fulfill their different destinies, I guess. So, shall we start, Rich?
You ask me what I'm doing.
Yeah. What are they?
See every CP from before I opened up. Before I opened, it was at 15%. Now I've opened Restream and I'm running Restream. It's running 100%. The CPU is running 100 quad core Intel fucking processor, Pentium processor. 97 degrees the temperature, CPU temperature, 97 100 to 100 degrees. What, like, that's why there's issues. So see, awesome, because I was gonna play some music after this, but well, I'm gonna fucking stop this. Cutting out every third. Let's wrap this one up as quick as we can, dude, because it's pissing me off. Stream quality is so fucking bad.
All right. We will call this off, and I think that we'll reserve this lecture to another time. And yeah, finish up with music as karaoke or not. I don't know. You seem too much pissed off for that.
You
Yeah, let's leave it like that. Music as karaoke needs to have the right time and atmosphere and mood. We should have it this kind of like respect, I think. So anyway, dude, be well. Chat room, love you all. Happy Friday.
love you, dude. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Don't
Restream.
worry.
You are so pitifully shit. There will be no resubscription to
Giving
you.
me the finger over here from Israel, Restream. Accept it gracefully. Bye, chat room. Bye, Rich.
See you later, dude. Love you, man. Right. See you.
get into some 007 stuff.
Oh my god.